Welcome to episode 1 of the podcast. My name is Michael Olson.
And Dylan Miller's here as well.
Dylan Miller is also with me. This is going to be our podcast. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to get right into it. Honestly, there's a lot of things to talk about. I don't know one, but we'll figure them out. But a lot about this is trial and error. And that's what I'm the king of. They call me King Trial. They've called me this since I've grown up. Listen, I'm not the type of person to lie. I'm not the type of person to spread false information. I live for the truth. I'm a man that was grown up on integrity and honesty. And I hope that is something that my fellow host would be able to understand. Personally, what I really want to get into is telling me about work. You haven't really told me much about work, and I just want you to tell me about that.
About work?
Yeah. What happened with work? So they shut down the drivers. Told me about this. So they shut down the drivers. Real paid drivers, paid hourly. Also got tips. Also got a commission for each delivery. Real paid drivers from the business. Real insurance-ly covered drivers fired. 1 week's notice. Crazy. It's okay. But here, this is all allegedly. Let me say this. This is all alleged. I cannot confirm nor deny. But they changed out for DoorDash. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so on April 1st, they left a letter at my work. I was working at Brewery City Pizza, this pizza place in Olympia, Washington, and they left a notice on April 1st saying that they're going to be getting rid of drivers, and it said in a week on I believe it was like the 8th, so they gave us a week's notice, and they're like, we're going to be getting rid of local delivery drivers, and we're changing to DoorDash.
And these guys aren't sticking their thumbs up your ass, right? This is not
this is not an April Fool's joke. They just chose chose April 1st because fuck us, I guess. They don't really care about us at all, pretty much. So yeah, I was a little frustrated with that, but it's not the first time that this business has had something like that happen. They had a change of ownership a couple of years ago, and it's been going kind of downhill since then.
Honestly, the change of ownership is a big thing. You know, the ownership of property is a big thing in this world. NFTs is what I really want to get into. NFTs are huge in today's market.
Really?
I have a friend that actually is saying that NFTs are on a comeback, and I'm willing to put all the chips in on this, that NFTs are actually on the comeback. So, if you hear anything about NFTs, you're going to want to bet the fucking house. Trust me. NFTs are back. You're going to want the lion with the zombie face. You're going to need that. You're going to want to screenshot that. You're going to want that as your profile picture. The one that Justin Bieber made. Can they make an NFT of the Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith video? Do you think that's possible? Like an NFT of that?
That might be a copyrighted video. That might be TMZ. That might be TMZ claimed right there. TMZ might have bought that video out.
I'm willing to buy them out. Like, entirely. I'm willing to buy all of it. Like,
You're going to buy the rights to that video? Whoever took it?
Who is the guy that owns TMZ? It's a good question. I always accidentally am watching TMZ. I'm never, like, turning on the TMZ, or never turning on the TV and being like, what's on TMZ? Or, you know what I mean? Let me turn on TMZ. I'm always, like, turning on the TV. It's, like, Como 4s, and then somehow fucking TMZ is on. I'm like, Teen Magazine.
There's always just TMZ popping up on social media too. They always have this scoop on shit in California. They're always on that. They have their vultures out there looking for information. We watched Nope, dude. They were there when the aliens were here too.
What aliens? I haven't heard of this actually.
No, just Nope, the alien movie.
Oh, Nope, the alien.
The Jordan Peele movie.
For a second,
TMZ was in the movie. Remember?
Oh, that is true.
The guy on the motorcycle.
That is true. The guy on the motorcycle.
He did not listen.
I actually did not really like Nope because it kind of reminds me of that Obama's movie that was on Netflix called Leave the World Behind, where it just kind of, you watch this and nothing happens. and then it just ends, and you just go.
Nothing happened in that movie?
You just go, what? I'm supposed to give that like a 7? So I don't really know what to say about those types of movies. Jordan Peele, personally, I don't really know what to say. Harvey Robert Levin is an American television producer, legal analyst, journalist, former lawyer. Founded the celebrity news website TMZ in 2005. What a guy. Born in Los Angeles, California, attended the University of California, Santa Barbara. He got his bachelor's in art there, where he soon went to the University of Chicago and got his JD degree, where he's a junior dominant. He's also a television producer, lawyer, legal analyst, journalist, if you didn't heard like the 30 seconds where I said that before. So yeah, this is the guy that started TMZ. My main question is, what's his ethnicity? What's his background? Where does he come from personally? That's kind of what I want to know. Like, just
look at Google Images or go to Wikipedia.
He's got that.
Oh gosh.
He's got that.
Don't go assuming something here.
He's got that like type of nose that like can poke through a screen door. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that guy, the TMZ guy, I don't really care about him, but like I was saying, TMZ just kind of pops up. Like, what else? There was that Kanye shit that happened with them where Kanye took that woman's phone, right? Was that TMZ?
I don't know. That lady might have worked for TMZ, but he just doesn't like that area. He says like they have that 30-mile radius where they're everywhere and, they know everything that's going on. I don't know. They're just like, they kind of know stuff before it's going to happen or right as it's going to happen. They just have all the inside scoops, and I guess celebs also give out info or something for money.
Celebs.
Something like that.
I like that. Real celeb shit. Yeah, if I was a celebrity, I would definitely be doing the shit that Diddy did too. Like, I don't understand what people are talking about. Like, at all. Like,
So you mess with Diddy?
There's that one song I really liked by Diddy. I don't know if you can, like, really put this on a fucking podcast, because fuck him. I'm a real Diddy fan, so I don't really care what the world has to say to me. It's called I Need a Girl. I don't want a girl. It's called I Need a Girl. And that's just kind of how I feel. Like, I don't really want a girl. I need her. I would like to take advantage of her. But in a respectful way, like in a consensual, respectful way. My type of relationship is the type of relationship where I can degrade you, but when you joke back with me, that's not allowed. I don't really like that, I guess. It's really more of like I can give...
So it's a one-sided relationship.
That's the best way to put it.
You can give it, but you can't take it, too.
Pause. But...
You could have said no, Diddy.
Watch yourself.
Or I could have, I guess.
You could have. But I'm too quick for that. I'm sipping on a Red Bull sugar-free. If you don't know what sugar-free is, you need to figure it out. They're somehow making this thing still have flavor despite having no sugar, which I don't understand how. I've always wondered the chemicals that go inside of things. I don't like to say this much. I don't want to brag, but my testicles are on the smaller side. And I would love to blame that on microplastics and chemicals, but I really just don't know why. Yeah.
You wanted to bring this up on the first episode, huh?
Well, you have 1 million game score, brother, and I'm a little confused. I don't know what you mean. Like, you're the number one gamer of all time, and I don't know what to bring up with you. I don't know games. And, I'm sitting next to the number one gamer of all time, and I don't know what to say.
I got zero clue what you're talking about. You had the topics. You got to pull up one of your topics.
Oh, God.
You're Mr. Topics.
Listen, while I'm at work, putting in a lot of work, doing really hard work.
Tell them where you work.
I cannot.
What? It's a secret.
That's actually a secret.
It's a state secret.
Okay. A couple things I want to talk about was UFC 300. UFC 300 was actually really interesting. The BMF belt, the baddest MFer, the baddest mother frigger, the baddest MFer. You heard of him. You heard of him. Have you heard of him, shorty? The baddest MFer, Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. Is that right? I think that's right. I could be capping, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So, Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje's kind of winning. Kind of winning the fight, mostly like 3-1, 4-1, something like that. And it gets to the last final seconds of the fight, and Max Holloway is known for kind of like if he gets the last, last round, last couple seconds, he wants to, kind of meet in the middle and like brawl it out. And I think he's in the past had a knockout like that where he's kind of been losing the fight and then in the last couple seconds got a knockout because he meets in the middle. But same thing for the baddest motherfucker belt. You got this motherfucker, Justin Gaethje, winning the fight and meets Max Holloway in the middle with maybe about 7 seconds left. And they're beating on each other. Like, I've never seen two men beat each other this hard before. It was kind of intriguing. But getting down the last couple seconds, 2 seconds, and then at 2 seconds, Max Holloway throws a mean punch, and it just knocks Justin Gaethje out fully, face first into the ground. That is... I don't want to say it's embarrassing because it's not embarrassing. It's just like, it's demoralizing to watch. Just to watch a person get knocked out and face plant is like, oh, no. It's sad. It's demoralizing. And then after that fight were the women, the Chinese women. I'm a really big fan of Asians. Zhang Weili and Sushi Roll were fighting each other, and it was actually a really good fight, but Zhang Weili won because the Chinese communists are always putting in some sort of trickery to change the odds and change the favor for the fights. But that's for another time. And the final fight of the night, Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. Love Jamal Hill, great guy, class act. And then Alex Pereira, amazing fighter, amazing kickboxer. He couldn't see me, though. But they're fighting. First round, Jamal Hill kind of throws a low kick to the hip. Kind of low hip, maybe right at the top of the hip, right at the bottom of the hip, maybe top of the groin. And Herb Dean comes in to, like, give him a break, but Alex Pereira actually pushes off Herb Dean, saying, no, back up. About 5 seconds later, after Alex Pereira tells Herb Dean to back up, Alex Pereira throws a left uppercut or a left hook and completely knocks out Jamal Hill. And Jamal Hill is on the ground. You can see him, like, in the midair falling, like, his eyes roll back. He lands on the ground. Alex Pereira hits some heavy hits, dunks on his bitch ass. You heard me. And then he does, he literally Fortnite emotes on his bitch ass. It was pretty awesome. He hit the victory royale. I need to see a meme like that. But great fight. UFC 300. Very interesting. Cannot wait for UFC 400. Cannot wait for UFC 500. Yeah. Tell me about Hinge. How's Hinge going? What are we looking for in women for you? Because you have an attraction to the Asian women. And Asian women, yes, they do have this sort of femme fatale to them. I don't really know what that means, though. So you'll have to figure that out. Excuse me. Do you have anything to add to this, like, at all?
Brother, I don't have a Hinge yet. You told me to make a Hinge.
Listen,
you told me I gotta hop on Hinge.
I told you this guy needed to hop on Hinge. He's tired of not getting any fucking matches. He's tired of not getting no bitches. He wants big-titted Asian ladies, and that's very understandable. Who wouldn't? Their milk is like, I think it's like 1% or 2%. It's one of those, though. So it's kind of like I've actually heard of these Japanese milk farms.
Really? Tell me about them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pause. We're back in. So, no, I don't think atheist is necessarily believing in the devil. I think...
You gotta go back to what we're talking about. I'm trying to figure out here if I'm agnostic or atheist.
Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out for Dylan, if he's agnostic or atheist. And we don't really know what agnostic is, but we do know what kind of atheist is. Not really.
Agnostic, a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God.
Let's get an example of agnostic. Let's get an example of there going. We're like a super producer podcast. We're going to be really good at this in like tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow when this is like inevitably exponentially better. Don't worry about any of the things I say because I don't know any of the words, what they mean. I don't really know what anything means, to be honest. I've always kind of wandered through life raw dogging this shit, just figuring it out on my own, but...
I guess I just never understood agnostic, maybe, because this definition says a person who holds the view that any ultimate reality, such as God, is unknown and probably unknowable. So, like, they just don't really know, I guess. They're just, like, people are just like, oh, there's no way of knowing until I guess, figure it out.
Oh, so an agnostic person is literally like, I'm not believing until
They're
I see...
unwilling to commit an opinion. There's another synonym.
Yeah,
but that
so
says
agnostic,
synonym. That's a synonym, actually.
Agnostic is literally the people in Sodom and Gomorrah that were just like, I don't know, I ain't seen Noah's flood yet. I ain't seen the flood yet.
It just says unknown or unknowable.
I ain't seen the fucking flood yet. Fuck is they talking about? I'm gonna keep freaking butt fricking these guys. I'm gonna keep butt fricking them.
Human reason is incapable of providing sufficient rational grounds to justify either the belief that God exists or the belief that God does not exist. So I don't think I'm agnostic.
But are you atheist? Now, I think atheist is believing that God does not exist.
Yeah, I guess agnostic. I guess that I kind of know. Like, agnostic is just that you just don't really know. I guess that is just kind of what it is, but I don't know. I wouldn't...
Yeah.
Person who disbelieves in the existence of God or gods is atheist, yeah. So, man.
What I do know is that these people are all heathens, and if you're not believing in the one true Lord, Jesus Christ, then you are a sinner, and you go into HE double hockey sticks on God.
That's the Lord's name in vain.
No, because that was not in vain.
Really?
No, because I was spreading God's word, but in my version.
Really? Okay.
So it was not in vain at all, because I didn't use it in vain. I used it in good conscience and faith, and I used it as a way of...
You're helping spread...
Can we get the definition of speaking God's name in vain?
We need the definition on that? All right.
Yeah, what is speaking God's name? What are the 10 Commandments? And what's the difference between the 10 Commandments and, like... If you go against one of the 10 Commandments, is that committing a sin, or is committing a sin something else? This podcast is not religiously based at all.
Speaking God's name in vain. Invoking God's name in an oath was considered to a guarantee of the truth of a statement or promise.
Oh, fuck. I might have did it in vain. Oh, I'm sorry. How do you say you're sorry to God? Do you just say it?
You gotta just pray for forgiveness and tell him you're sorry.
Pray for forgiveness!
You gotta beg for forgiveness.
Beg for forgiveness!
Yeah, as I would say.
On me!
Fuck it up.
I'ma beg forgiveness! On me!
One time.
Fuck it up. One time.
We might get the podcast taken down for copyright music. We're allowed to sing.
They have no idea what song I'm singing.
Right. We're allowed to sing it. We're just not allowed to play it.
I am a Depop demon, and there was this shirt I saw on Depop that I was willing to buy. It was
you gotta tell them what Depop is.
No, they don't need to know. If they don't know, then they're missing out. If they're missing out, it's one of those like if you know, you know type of things.
Right.
So like I'm a Depop demon. I was on there, and there was this shirt. It was a Jesus is King shirt, and the guy was advertising. He said it's not authentic, but it had the LA Apparel tag on it. So it's like obviously authentic, I thought, in my opinion. And it was puff print. So it's like, I thought it was real. And I didn't buy it because I'm an idiot. But I'm a Depop demon. And that's all I really had to say about that. I sold 2 Fashion Nova coats on Depop. Made $15. It's not bad.
That's more than I've made on Depop. I haven't sold anything on there.
Brother, we're on the come up. It's only up from here.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Depop, but I kind of hopped off there. You gotten scammed on there a couple times.
I've never been scammed on Depop. I'm the scammer. I'm scammer get scammed. Scammer get scammed.
You're the one getting reported on Depop all the time.
I'm on Depop like, hi, can I meet your kids?
You find the girls on Depop and you're trying to say, yo, what's up? You're trying to hit up the shawties on Depop. We all know that.
I'm on Depop like, shorty, is
You
there
look
another
nice in those
angle?
pants.
Is there another angle you can try these on?
You want to try these on in person for me?
Shorty, I got a quick question for you. Type shit you need to tap in with me. Did you know that if you did a 360 for me, a real motherfucker might tap in with your dumb ass? You know, I don't know. So that's how you kind of get girls. For me personally, it's worked, but keeping them is a different scenario. You know what I mean? Like yeah, we're working on that. But that's not like the main problem in the world. I think one of the main problems in the world.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Brother, don't get me started. Listen, the biggest problem in the world is that history repeats itself. We were all taught this in history class as kids. We were taught it all the time. We heard it from our parents, whether your parents were Republican, whether they were Democrats, whether they were Dominican Republican. I said Dominican Republican. I said Dominican Liberal. That's kind of what I've been working on a little bit. Like if like a Dominican Republican guy was like, I'm not a Dominican Republican, I'm a Dominican liberal. I'm workshopping it. So yeah, just if you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's in the workshop. You know what I mean? Like, not everything that's in the workshop is done. That's the best way to put it. You know what I mean? So, my biggest issue in life, genuinely, what's keeping me back, what's not making me $1 million a year, is not being a thug. I'm not going out there and getting it. I'm not
corner and sell ass.
I'm not Andy Elliott mindset at all. I'm not like
Brother, we can put you out on the street of Seattle, maybe like 2 hours.
Brother, gun to your mother's head, would you sell 40 cars? I just don't have that mindset at all. You see what I mean? I'm working on it, but like that is something we can do. I've thought about the homosexual OnlyFans.
Really?
We've talked about this plenty of times.
About how you want a feat. You might make an OnlyFans. You put serious thought into it, huh?
Listen, it's something I've contemplated for years. It's one of those roads where I'm like, is this something I could do? Is this something I could see myself going down? Is this something in 15 years I could sit with my kids and be like, hey, when daddy was young, in his 20s, he made bad decisions. And
before your kids, you got to tell your parents.
Hey, Mom and Dad, so I started an OnlyFans. Yeah, my primary so get ready for this. I usually
show my ass.
I usually do tripod pictures where I'm kind of like wide berth, legs out, standing, bent over, hands around the ankles. And
that's pretty flexible.
It's not bad. It's not bad. And I've been doing those, Mom and Dad, and I wanna buy you a new house. I got you guys this Porsche Carrera, and if it weren't for the fans that I had personally that were supporting me every week, I wouldn't be able to do this for you guys. So I want to, so I'm just, I don't know. I've thought about it. You know, it's one of those like daydreams that you have. You know, it's like, what if I started an OnlyFans? Like, what about me? Why not me? It's not about one day. It's about day one.
That's a fair point. I'm glad you've thought about this. It's a business making opportunity for sure. You could make some money on there, definitely.
I've also been pondering how I can get away with tax schemes and like sort of like working out like paying less in taxes or like maybe not just filing. And then
that's a good idea to talk about on the podcast.
And then moving to a different state. Like, I've heard there's a lot of good tax lawyers in Arizona.
Uh-huh. So you might head on over there.
It's a thought, but no.
It's real hot over there.
Like, what do they have over there? The Grand
Pools,
Canyon?
Water.
Isn't that the name of a prostitute?
They got water over there. There's a lot of people like to hang out and go in the water. You fuck with pools?
Pools.
Tanning? You like tanning?
Tanning. Yeah,
have you ever just sat out and tanned before?
You ever sat in the sun? Actually, this is a good one for the white people. Have you ever sat in the sun and just been like, let's tan? Not many of you guys have.
It's not any males normally. Like, I feel like a lot of white girls like going out in the summer and tanning. But
what else do white girls like to do?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. You seem to know a lot about white girls all of a sudden. I just wanted to know, brother. I don't know anything. I don't know shit. You know everything, it seems like.
A lot of girls in general just like to go out and tan, I guess, in the summer. But, yeah, they're pasty white girls are trying to get a tan. They're not trying to look all pasty white, you know?
Pasty white.
I'm pretty white myself, but I would never think about doing no tan. That's kind of...
Have you thought of, like, the spray tans or, like, the tan salon thing?
Never do that. Those are disgusting. The people that you can tell who did it.
What about like getting that like the bronzer type of shit?
That's awful as well. Yeah, you would never catch me doing any tanning or anything like that.
I don't know. I've done it before. I mean, I lived in California, so I've definitely like gone to the beach and just kind of like naturally tanned. But like,
you purposely were laying out there to get tan. You're just laying out there with no shirt on the beach.
Being a thug, yeah. Showing my girls my big old belly.
Yeah, see, I've always lived here in Washington, and there's not really hot beach hangout days like that too often.
You can
over
say
here.
That again, brother. This is Washington. Ain't no hot beaches in this beach.
You don't catch me like out there. Only time I'm out there with no shirt on is when I'm running in the summer. That's the only time I'm getting tan. I go out in the short shorts and no shirt on. And that's how I get tan, huh?
That's how you're gonna get an Asian girl. You need to go out in the summer with the hoochie daddies. They're
really?
Gonna fucking start lining.
That's how I'm gonna find a girl is going out in short shorts.
Not short shorts, just the hoochie daddies.
Right. Okay, true. Running those short shorts though.
Yeah, short shorts. Yeah, if you go out in short shorts, you're getting no play. Going out to the short shorts in summer, like in public, is like
no. That's only for running.
I'm pretty sure that's also for people that need to be institutionalized. But also, yeah, I don't know. It's just tanning. I don't know. I kind of naturally tan, so I don't. In Rhode Island, when I lived in Rhode Island, there's a lot of pasty white people there. It's a lot of blonde hair white guys. So I think just one hot weekend, like in the spring, I got a tan, and a lot of the white people in the school thought I went to Florida. Like I had one guy literally go, "Did you go to Florida?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I've never been to Florida. I never been to Florida before. How come I never seen you in Atlanta?" Just wondering. If you know, you go. How come I never seen you in Atlanta?
Is that a meme?
You'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a dilemma that white people have is they can't really go out into the sun And
Really?
I have it too.
I never use sunscreen. I
Yeah,
don't get sunburnt.
You're gonna have melanoma in
Nah.
10 years.
I don't get sunburnt, so I don't think that I think my skin's fine.
I personally know of a white person that got sunburnt after being in the sun for just one day in the weekend, but no need to make fun of them.
I guess I got. Okay, I guess so. Red's apparently a sunburn. So I got light red. One time when I was at a week-long camp in White Pass, way up in the mountains. But
what's the camp name?
It was just a cross-country camp.
Cool.
Yeah, but it was in the summer, so there's no fucking snow or anything up there. It's just no snow, and you're running up these mountains, and they're pretty tough actually. So it's a good workout, training for the season. Don't look at me like that. You did cross country. You literally ran.
Listen,
you literally ran as well.
If you want to create a disciplined child in high school or in middle school, introduce them to running. And as fucked up as this sound, it teaches a lot of discipline, genuinely, because it's a sport that is just a lot of mental. Anyone can run. I go to the gym. I see people running.
There's a lot of mental toughness in running.
It's a lot of mental toughness in running.
You got to push yourself through some pain to push yourself to get faster times and up your speed and your endurance. You got to really push yourself through pain and.
Who's gonna lift the boats?
Who's gonna lift the boats?
In the logs.
If not
gonna be you? If not me. If not me. You're damn right. If not me. We're gonna take an official pause. Back in it. What's up, dude?
So, what did we talk about in the break?
In the break, there was a lot of things going on
that we should add into the conversation. Anything in particular? No, nothing exciting in there.
Nothing really.
So you gotta tell, you've been getting into clothes a lot more in the last year or two, huh?
Yeah, I have. I had a down patch 2-3 years ago. A year ago, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, but I thugged it out. But during that rough patch, I had no drip.
Mm-hmm.
I was fat ass, no drip. It's hard when you're fat and have no drip. You have no idea, the type of gaslighting you have to do to your own self just to, live a normal life.
You gotta motivate yourself.
If that's what you want to call it. I mean, I've told everyone this that I know. Everyone tells me that I can't do it. Everyone tells me that I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm too fat. Everyone has always told me this, but I'm gonna prove them wrong.
You gotta do that.
I'm gonna prove them wrong. I don't care what they say. They've literally always said, they've preyed on my downfall for years.
They always prey on the downfall. You gotta mute your phone, buddy. What an amateur.
Wow, this is actually big fun. This is big news, actually. Navy Federal Credit Union, my tax refund just came in.
Let's go.
Thank you, Uncle Sam. That was live. If anyone that doesn't believe in the tax system and thinks that the tax system is a fraud, good luck arguing it now. That's Uncle Sam on the spot. You think come on. This guy is good. He knew we were going to be podcasting. He knew. This guy knows. He knows that, all right, they're going to be podcasting. I got to get my name out there. Not many people talking about Uncle Sam nowadays. He's not no one looks at Uncle Sam and goes, that's my good Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's the uncle that touched you now. No one wants that Uncle Sam. You know what I mean? We got to bring him back to glory days of good taxation. You're going to pay your taxes, but you're going to have white picket fences. You're going to have
top speed and OTS.
3, 2, 1. Geno Smith coming back in. Thank you to Uncle Sam for giving me that tax return 3 in the morning. Currently next day, same day. We don't give a fuck. Let's look at the time. Geno Smith, fastest player on the Seahawks this year at a whopping 21.67 miles an hour. Second place, Tariq Woolen at 21.53.
What is Geno, like 35, 36?
JSN is at 21.03. What were you saying?
What is Geno, like 35, 36?
I don't know, but
It's moving for an old man.
it is moving. It is moving.
Let's see here. Geno Smith's 33. So he's probably one of the older players on the team.
Yeah, probably, but
Where's Metcalf? Maybe he wasn't there.
because we did. Yeah, honestly, this is how big of a Seahawks fan I am. I don't know anyone on the team. But no, I don't think we really had many older players unless they were on like the bench. Like I don't think there was that one lineman that we got, but I think Jason Peters, right? But he's old. But I don't think we had him anymore. So I think Geno was one of the oldest players on the team. But speaking about old players on teams, let's get into the NBA. LeBron James knocked out by Zion Williamson. That's called big dick in a pussy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So-
Zion might be injured now, though. I don't know if there's an update on that yet. But he went out towards the end of the game, I'm pretty sure, with a couple minutes left.
Yeah, hamstring injury. I didn't watch any of the videos, but I listened to those guys on ESPN or House of Highlights talk about it while I was walking my dog, because that's what all humans should be striving for, is to just walk your dog. You just should be living a normal life where all you want to do is wake up, get the dog walked, and that's all your goal is for the day. Like, that's perfect.
So you're ready to retire?
Oh, yeah, gotta retire. Gotta get out of this. Like, gotta escape the fucking hellhole that we're in. Got to. I'm gonna get in the Matrix. I don't care. But what is really interesting as of today is that I got a message on Depop from a guy, an absolute Depop demon. He's very upset that I did not deliver his package or bring it to the post office within an orderly 5 days. It was the 5th day today, the 3rd business day, but the 5th day. I deliver it. Hopefully he'll be okay. I would like to pray for him, though. I would like to help. I would like to help bring deliverance upon this man.
How many times have you been reported on Depop now? Because another one might be coming your way.
I don't care, brother. They gotta get me off of there, anyways.
You gotta get a new account on that app. They're on your ass.
I'm only on there for LA Apparel. Listen, you gotta get on American Made. There's a lot of clothing brands out there, man. You gotta if the clothes you're buying don't say 280 GSM or higher, if you don't know what that shit means, stuff yourself in a locker. For real, like you got to get 280 GSM. Like you need the hoodie that's 560 GSM. You need the hoodie that's 700 GSM. You need you got to have vitamins. You got to have vitamins.
You're paying a lot of money for that.
That's light work for a person like me, though. That's light work for a person like me, though. Yeah, I gotta get some vitamins and some.
Don't you have an order you've been waiting on for quite a while?
From where?
I believe it's from Yeezy, isn't it?
Dude, I don't care. I ordered the Mawaloa wet tank. I ordered the Mawaloa wet tank, the one that Bianca Sensori wears. I actually like the way it fits on me.
Oh yeah, you wear the female wet jumper, the romper.
No, not the romper. It's the tank.
But you've been rocking with that.
Yeah, it actually has a really nice fit. Personally, I like it to wear it like to bed, stepping out to Walmart.
Really?
The park.
It stretches.
Children's playgrounds.
It stretches that much.
Elementary schools.
Do you have like a size 1?
No, it's a size 3.
It's a
What, do you
size
think
3.
I'm skinny? I appreciate the flattery, brother, but I'm big.
I mean,
boned.
apparently those things are stretchy, but like I don't know, you might be able to see way too much through that tank.
Speak for yourself and pause.
I don't know if you're going to the grocery store, people wanna see you wearing the wet tank.
Literally speak for yourself.
I don't know, but there's a lot of problems right now with the easy orders. People are not too happy about that. And you're an unhappy customer as well. You're just kind of over it.
I'm just kind of over it. Kanye West, he's just the one final disciple that was put on earth, so thank God that we got him. I think we just kind of let him do what he needs to do, and we just follow the path. And
But what about your order?
they emailed me. They said it'll get there when it gets there. Don't worry about it.
It'll be here one day.
They said, nah, you'll be all right. I said, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
But
their customer service
what's
isn't
really
too
interesting,
helpful.
fuck the customer service. I don't give a fuck about no customer service. Listen, if I was in a customer service role, because I have worked that, it's not hard, okay? A little bit of lying, okay? A little bit of eye contact and lying is not hard. Listen, I never became a better liar than when I worked at Pier 1 Imports. Like, I never knew where stuff was at. I never knew what things smelled like. I would say that the managers were interior designers. Straight up. I would just lie to customers, but
You were talking out your ass.
yeah. I would say things were on sale when they weren't.
I don't know if you're going to get too many sales like that.
That's not brother.
Not your priority.
Brother, you don't know how Pier 1 worked. Listen, it was an old person scamming company. Okay, it was made to funnel in old people and steal their money.
So it's a money laundering business.
It was a money laundering business. You know,
Right.
It was a steal from the old rich business. So that's
and
all
they went
did.
bankrupt, didn't they?
Yeah, but the guy, the guy who actually owns Pier 1 Imports? Do you
No.
remember back in 2015, 2016, the guy that would get like YouTube ads and you go, "Here in my garage with my brand new
Lopez?
Lamborghini."
Ty Lopez?
But you know what's better than Lamborghinis? Knowledge. Yeah, that's the guy that owns Pier 1 Imports now.
Really?
Hey, Google. Who owns Pier 1 Imports?
Retail e-commerce ventures, Rev. According to Wikipedia, in June 2020, Retail e-commerce ventures acquired Pier 1 for $31 million.
That's a lot of money. What was I going to say? Oh, what I want to talk about is Shogun. Shogun is a show on Hulu. I don't care about spoilers. If you haven't seen it, then get over it. It's white guys, it's Asian guys, it's Asian girls, it's guns, it's swords.
And pillowing.
Oh. Bruh. There.
They're all about pillowing in the old
Don't
Japans,
get me
apparently.
started. To be a white guy pillowing a... Clearly, she's possessed by a demon, obviously, because she cannot withhold her temptations to the white men.
There's a girl on the show who's definitely got a thing for the white guy that's...
She's tempted by the devil, and she cannot... she always gives in, and it is tragic.
She is like Catholic, or right? She's Catholic or something, so...
She's Jap.
Yeah, but she's becoming Catholic or something, remember?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
like the
forgot. There's a
Portuguese
difference.
taught her she's not, following their customs. She's like religious, like she's following Catholic now or something. But there's some white men beefing with the Portuguese and the Dutch. The Dutch guy, the white guy that they captured is a Dutch.
Yeah, so this is about 1690 where the Dutch East India Company was... that was awesome. That was pretty good.
They were not fucking with the Portuguese. They were in war.
But the Dutch East India Company was cool.
Yeah, but this story takes place in the Dutch and the Portuguese are at war right now.
Oh, I
so
forgot
there's
we were
some
talking
beef in
about
the show.
Shogun.
Yeah.
There we go. I
yeah,
found it.
Shogun, yes.
I found it. Yeah, that poor woman. I mean, tempted by the devil. How could you? What could a poor girl do? What could you expect from a poor woman? Poor woman.
I don't know.
She's just a girl.
But it's a pretty interesting show. It's got some funny parts, too.
She's just a girl.
She's just a girl. She's getting
tempted by the white man. It's not her fault. She's just a girl. You can't blame her. They don't. But he has a consort, right? Isn't that a consort?
So he got appointed. The Dutch guy got appointed to
Hatamoto.
A position, an honored position.
You have been very honorable to the emperor.
So they gave him a position, and they gave him a house and a consort. So he basically has a wife to like watch over and protect his house, and I guess give him whatever he needs. He gifted her a gun towards the end of the episode. You remember that? He did gift her a gun. The Japanese guys were trying to take away his guns, and he was not fucking with that. He pulled out his guns and pointed them at the samurai.
What was the quote that the consort said? She'd soon rather pull something from a horse.
When he gifted her the gun later, well, the reason I was bringing this up is because he, before he gives her the gun, he was supposed to give the samurai the gun, but then he pulls them out on them. They have like a standoff for a moment, and the translator tells him you can't bring the guns, so he gives them to his consort. She's like, the consort will protect it with her life, and the Japanese samurai, once he hands him over, asks his consort like to hand him to him. And she pulls the gun on the fucking samurai guys, so she kind of flipped 180. She's working for her white man now, so she's helping him. She's helping her. Yeah, she's a loyal consort.
She's a loyal consort.
So then later in the episode, he gifts her the gun. But
that's all you can ask from a woman is like, hey, I understand that like there's temptations for you. You're a woman. What can we expect? You know, you're just a girl. We understand these things. We still love you. We're gonna care for you. But as long as come on, shorty. Come on, twin. We gotta be locked in, twin. As long as we locked in, twin, we gonna be like this for life, forever. Come on, we gonna be forever. But the one interesting thing about that scene is just like it's a really badass scene where there's 5 Japanese samurais and they have their katanas and they're all pulling them out, and the white man pulls out 2 blundergats on they bitch ass. And it's just a standoff of 5 Japanese guys with katanas and this one white guy with 2 blundergizzis. And it's just a pure Western draw standoff. No one knows what to do. Both sides stop. The Japanese are saying, that translates to drop your weapons. And then he says, no, I'm not going to drop my guns. And then he doesn't, and then he passes off the guns to the consort. Quite hot. I mean, a woman with a gun. Whew.
Yeah, so then where we're going is later in the episode, he gives her the gun, one of his guns, and they can't really talk to each other. They have a translator most of the time, like, for him. So
Japanese girl with a gun.
When he gives her the gun, she's like, I'd rather pull a gourd from a horse. She's not too keen on the gun.
She said she'd rather pull a gourd from a horse.
She's not too keen on the gun. But
it equates quite the image. What is a gourd? Isn't that like just like a pot? It's like one of those like things that they pull out from the ground, and they hollow it out and clean it out, and they put like water in it. A gourd.
Yeah, drinking gourd, I guess. But I was more thinking a gourd like the fucking huge vegetable. But that would be massive.
Isn't that what it is? Like when they dry out the fucking huge vegetable gourd thing and they fucking hollow it out and they like can turn into water. Search that shit up, producer. Jamie, can you Jamie, pull up the video. Jamie, pull up the video of the consort.
But he does give her the sword, and even though she was not fucking with that, she goes and grabs her swords from her father.
Jamie, can you pull up the video of Baby Gronk going into the football game with the other cheerleader?
That's your favorite video right now, huh?
Yeah, I really like Baby Gronk.
Really?
Did Baby Gronk live? Did Baby Gronk Riz Livy Dawn? Oh.
They're a couple. Or no? I don't know too much about Baby Gronk, to be honest. And Livy Dune, I only know because I'm pretty sure she had a crush on Joe Burrow.
Explain that.
I might be thinking the wrong girl, but I just thought that they went to LSU together, didn't they? Or is that not right?
I guess they both went to LSU together. I don't know, but you might know more information than me. Like,
I don't know.
why
I just
did
seen
you
a
think
headline.
this?
I just seen a headline. I thought that said that she had a crush on Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow was like dating someone or something.
Did you see this on like Snapchat news or something?
Probably. I don't fucking know. This was years ago, brother.
Oh, okay. Years ago.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Like freshman year, maybe. Or I mean, his rookie year. Jeez.
His freshman year.
His rookie, his rookie year in the NFL, maybe around that time.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about football players getting into some crazy shit, though, Zach Wilson, he loves him some MILFs, huh?
I did not know this.
Really?
No.
Zach Wilson's into people's moms, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is he with someone's mom? Like someone's famous mom, or is he just with a mom?
Zach Wilson ex accuses him of sleeping with his mom's best friend.
His mom's best friend?
I guess so.
Oh. He's like.
But his mom says that's not
odd-
true, apparently. But
Oh, that's weird.
that is real weird. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on about like a year or two ago about how Zach Wilson was like, yeah, into older ladies. He likes them mature.
What about Zach Bryan?
I don't know too much about Zach Bryan. You'd have
West
to tell me.
Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road.
It could all be bullshit, though. You know, they're always trying to put a man down. He was not doing too hot those years on the Jets, so.
Take me home to a place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road.
Wow, what a transition.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of music recently. One of my new queens right now is Sade. I really like Sade. This ain't no ordinary life. I just don't have it like her. The one person I can sing like is Rihanna. I can sing just like Rihanna.
Really?
Yeah.
You got the voice like Rihanna?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a
Must be
demonstration.
love on the brain that's got me feeling this way, It beats me black and blue, it fucks me so good and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain.
Well, that is something. It seems like we're running out of ideas, so this might have to be the end of the podcast for today, unless you've got another topic, Michael. You gave us a pretty good outro right there.
Yeah, I think that was not bad. Yet again, my name is Mike Olson.
This is Dylan Miller.
And if you want to stay educated, you want to stay smart, listen, if you don't want to fall behind, if you want to stay in front of the corporate media, okay? If you don't want to have your brain washed, okay? You're going to want to keep tuning in. Bye-bye.